People go to Goa for many different reasons: the water activities, the culture, the beaches, and of course the parties. But I'm going to go to Goa just to learn how to use a camera because I want to learn filmmaking. And although you can learn all you want from reading and listening to videos, you don't actually get to learn something until you actually put your hands to it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I decided to do something extreme. I had been prioritizing my health, work, and some other leisure activities rather than my camera. And the thing is, you cannot make a proper film without knowing how to film it. So I decided to do something extreme. I looked up the next availability I had to make a trip to Goa, the #1 bucket list destination in India. But there was one problem. We only had one camera, and if I wanted to learn side by side with my videographer, then we needed another one. So Mamaji, you're still in America, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to ship a camera from there.
Camera? You are in med school. Why do you need a camera? Okay, leave it. So when are you getting married?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, okay. I don't want to put you in a tough situation, so I was just pulling your leg. It's very timely actually. Mukta is coming to India in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we started off our journey to Delhi, India, as that is where my Mamiji will give me the camera after her flight lands. The camera of my choice was the ZV-E1. We went with this due to its compact size, flip screen, and the heaven almighty 10-bit filming. Now it's time to get filming. And I guess also go to Goa. In this video, I learned lots of things, including static shots, gimbal movements, drone shots, and event videography, and food videography. Well, a lot of food videos actually. As soon as we landed, Chirag disclosed to me the biggest challenge. I have to film everything in manual. By the way, Chirag is my videographer. Everyone say hi. You might be thinking, why am I trying so hard to make time to learn my camera? Well, I tried to get into filmmaking but struggled due to my chronic lower back pain. I'm a soon-to-be medical student, and I believe if I combine the creativity of filmmaking with the functionality of medicine, then I can make a difference in this world at the scale that I dream of. It's our first morning in Goa. I'm kind of glad that we stayed in like the middle of Goa near the airport, which is super calm. Apparently it's actually very difficult to get a taxi here as well. Just a beautiful sunrise to start off this trip. So we'll be making our itinerary today about whether we'll be heading off to North Goa or South Goa and what we'll be learning today in terms of videography. So I'd say we're a bit underexposed right now. Our first resort will be to decrease the shutter speed. And I think that already is serving us pretty well. It is officially blue hour time, as Chirag has taught me, because everything's blue, my favorite color. Now we've prioritized shutter speed from setting it to 1/100. And we've bumped up the ISO a little bit. So I'm curious, Chirag, in editing and stuff, जिस तरह मैं भी dark दिख रहा हूँ, पीछे light दिख रहा है. In editing, we can make me a bit brighter as well, just from post production.
बहुत कम है chances. अभी यहाँ पे problem क्या है? You have to vlog like this.
Yeah.
कि light source उधर है.
वो तो है. So this is what Chirag has said. Basically, I am prioritizing the back and lighting myself up appropriately as well, so that the highlights can be dropped and the shadows can be raised. Is it that the highlights can be dropped and the shadows can be raised?
Yes, okay.
I've got some coconut water to accompany us on our journey back home. We're hoping to see if we can rent a scooter for early morning tomorrow so we can go to a different beach than we did for today. Another challenge was that Goa is a lot bigger than we expected. So we sort of didn't know where to get started. So we created a rough schedule and figured we'll try our best to stick with it. Just like anything in life, if you want to learn something new, you have to put time into it. And that's exactly what I don't have. But now I was in Goa, away from any work distraction. Decisions. What should we pick for today? I feel like the drone is the most exciting one, so I'm calling dibs on that. And although the gimbal and the Gorilla Pod are very nice and sturdy, I feel like I'm not quite ready for them yet. This is what I've been using today so far, and I've been really enjoying it, so I think I'm gonna experiment more with this. Now Chirag, what's gonna be your pick? Okay, gimbal. So that leaves the Gorilla Pod and the whatever this thing is called. I don't think we'll be needing this much during this trip at all. Okay, we're about to go on out and about. Safety first, and we'll be experimenting with a few different types of shots. What Chirag and I have decided that we've had enough of sitting inside the hostel. We need to get inside the city and really experience the culture for ourselves, and not only experience it, but of course capture it while learning how to use this camera. So definitely stay tuned for that. We have reached the Fontaine, I think that's how you pronounce it, region. Where is my boy Chirag? We've gotten a drink, but I am in need of some sort of an alcoholic beverage. I think that will be the perfect thing to beat the heat, and also just to, I guess, reward myself after that 50 minutes of an intense bike ride. But Chirag, you were right on not bringing too many bags, on not having that extra camera bag, hey?
Backpack is easier to...
Yeah, backpack's way easier. I guess these are the things you have to sort of just experience and see, because for ambitious people like us, we might think that, you know, taking more bags is okay, but I think it's after the hike that I've really realized that the small camera bags are just so inconvenient, because they're like extra weight in front of you.
Carrying all the backpacks and all the luggage, all camera gears at all the times, even when you don't need it. So you need to know what you are going to film, what you are going to need. It's important.
There you go. Wise words by the first and only graduate from the Ludhiana
School of Filmmaking.
Seems like we're already seeing some of the more like colorful buildings.
Crosshair अब आपने फिक्स एक पॉइंट पे रख लिया. Show me something impressive. Oh, nice, yeah. It's easy.
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
Easy. It is easy. Like I think, especially if you master it and you really pick a good point, then I think you can end up with some really good footage.
So today we kind of learned a bit more advanced stuff compared to yesterday. For example, we were learning how to do like a match cut. That was very interesting, and I think I got to learn a lot there. What I'm really curious to see is how I'm going to be doing them completely by myself, because there's going to be nobody with me to do the match cuts for me. And then in terms of photography, we learned how to do like a time lapse, a hyperlapse compared to a time lapse. That's what I got to learn how to do today by using like the same kind of focus point. And it's kind of cool because like I consider it to be like a video, but of course you're taking multiple photographs to achieve that look. I like hyperlapses, to be honest. I think I want to play around a lot more with hyperlapses. I know you can even do a hyperlapse of just recording where you're going, and then it can come off as like a very fast transition towards like, okay, from the car to sitting down at a desk. Like, I think that's why I did a Casey Neistat video, and that looks really cool.
It is day number 3, and I decided to wake up a bit early today and see if we can catch the sunrise here at the hostel itself. I think I woke up a little bit late, it's about 7 a.m. But it's still really nice, it's very peaceful here. I feel like the only people that are awake with me right now are people that just did not sleep all night. I suppose that's what everyone else is here to do. They're mostly here to just enjoy themselves, you know, like just drink the night away. I obviously have a different purpose, so I figured I'd get a good night's sleep and wake up early to see if I can catch the sunrise, and mostly practice the one thing that I've been scared about the most, which is this gimbal. I learned how to balance it last night, so I think I'm gonna try it all by myself right now. It's gonna be a big challenge, and then I'm gonna try to take some just basic standard gimbal movements of just the hostel here and some of the beautiful sights it has. So I've got it on. I have it on FPV mode right now. I think Chirag would be really proud of me. I think all of Ludhiana would be proud of me actually. I feel like it's probably a bit off balanced right now. Luckily, I think the gimbal can support a little bit of being off balanced, but something to ask Chirag nonetheless. And of course, with this gimbal, I'm hoping the movements will be smooth like butter. checked into our Airbnb. Honestly, Airbnbs are not very popular in India, but so far they have saved my life, especially when I'm not carrying much cash. Now we're headed off to the parade. I'm excited to see it. I don't think it's gonna be anything like I've ever seen before. Excited to show you guys what the Goa parade looks like. Seems like it's a full-on carnival, and we're very, very lucky to be here at the perfect time for it. So I'll see you guys there. We have made it to the end point of the carnival. We decided to park here instead, so that we can catch the carnival from the end point rather than trying to chase it from the starting point in case we miss it. Are you excited to walk? Chirag does not like the heat, that's the problem, eh? Yeah, he was very nice. The best part about Indian shopkeepers is if you really let them know that you don't have money, and they can really sense in your voice that you don't have money, it's because we're running really low on cash. They'll just be like, whatever you feel good in giving. And at that point, 200 was the best we could do. So we are here at 6 p.m. and the parade was supposed to start at what time, Chirag?
I guess 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, and it still hasn't started.
Okay.
But we found the start of the parade. 1 minute left in recording. This was perfectly shot. I feel like the best I could have done, and way better than what I could have possibly imagined just 2 days ago. So I'm very, very happy. Thank you to my man right here. How are your videos? How did they turn out?
Badhiya. Awesome.
So we decided to obviously stay at the Airbnb, and I think that has been the best decision so far. Breakfast is just so good. They even made us some cold coffee. Anybody that says Airbnbs in India are not it, I have officially proven you wrong.
I was the one who was saying I don't trust Airbnb services and all. But after the hospitality we had from Airbnb, specifically from Airbnb, it's good. It's more than good.
While waiting, we figured we'd start building on our B-roll library, as I won't have time while being in medical school, and I believe a video is only as good as the quality of its B-rolls. By the way, B-rolls are basically footage that you see in the background when there's audio being played on the video. And this was an opportunity to learn how to take them myself, but also build a library with Chirag. Perhaps we can
Make these two pillars in the middle so that we have this area and this area equal. You see how it makes more sense now?
This trip was going exceptionally well, and we left for the airport. But little did I know, I was about to make the biggest mistake of my filmmaking career so far. At the airport and about to board our flight. It's been an interesting few days in Goa. The camera was being a bit glitchy, as I call it, and in the effort to restart the camera, I decided to open up the battery. This is where it all went wrong, and most of the data got deleted. This really sucked because I didn't know how we would end this video. Chirag said he'll have to check on a data recovery software, and there's only a 50% chance of success. In the end, I got to learn so much from this experience. I think going to Goa to learn filmmaking was the best decision I could have made. And the cherry on top in the end was when the data got recovered. And I learned a good lesson on how to handle stressful situations and approach the technical gear with patience. Chirag told me that at all costs, never take out the battery when the camera is loading, as that can cause some serious issues. And where did you learn all of this knowledge, Chirag?
Ludhiana School of Filmmaking.
Do you think I'll get an official certificate from this school? Do I pass?
Not yet. You have to work hard for it.
You know what? I will earn that certificate. I was officially a graduate from Ludhiana School of Film, and I couldn't have felt more proud. Thank you so much for my mentor, for teaching me all that he did, and for accompanying me on this small step towards a massive filmmaking journey ahead.